Hi there. I'm Steph Stanford, the happiness expert. I teach people how to find love, how to stay in love, and how to live stress free. I take the crazy out of love and life. That's what I do. And I thought today I would share the very first thing I learned from my grandmother about men. Some of you have heard this story, but many haven't, so I'm going to share the grandmother story. Several years ago, when I was single, I had a really bad breakup. And so I went back to grandma's house because grandmas are the best, aren't they? They give you cookies and pie and they just make you feel good. So I wanted to go home so I could just restore my spirit and restore my soul. I was sitting in the kitchen watching her stir up this little cookie dough. 6 o'clock in the morning, she's stirring cookie dough, getting it ready for the day. And the sun was coming in and it was hitting her silver hair. And the room was kind of a golden warm color. And as I watched her, I started to think about her life and my life. At that time in my life, I had been married and divorced. I had been engaged 2 more times, and those didn't work out. And I had dated more dummies than you have ever thought about dating in your life, I'm sure. Basically, if somebody looked good, but they were a hot mess with nothing going for them, that was the kind of guy I was looking for. Yeah, I had a lot of really bad dating experiences and love experiences. And then I looked at her and I started thinking about her life. My grandma had 3 husbands. She had one boyfriend for more than 30 years. She didn't divorce anybody. She outlived every single one of those men except for the very last one. And after she got married to that last one, he had a little secret he wanted to drop on her. Yes, he saved a secret until after they got married. That's a scary thing, isn't it, for your man to say, I got a secret to tell you. But his secret was this. One day he said, Betty, I want to tell you, I'm a millionaire. Yes, that was his secret. He's a millionaire? Right. So I'm looking at my life and my grandmother's life and the differences in our relationships. And I realized there's something she knew that I didn't know. So I asked her, I said, Grandma, you'd never have a problem finding a man or getting him to commit to you or keeping him around and getting him to stay in your life. What's your secret? And she leaned in. She looked around to make sure nobody else was listening. It was her big secret. She said this. She said, Steffi, I let the man be the man. What? That's not what I wanted to hear. I did not want to hear that. I thought, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's a senior citizen. I'm young. She doesn't know what's going on. But she told me this story. She said when she was young and first married, she would stay home and clean the house and take care of the kids. My grandfather would go out to work. And she noticed that her living room window was dirty and she wanted to clean it, but she was short. She couldn't reach up there. So when my grandfather came home, she asked him, Honey, would you please clean that window for me? And he said, yeah, okay, dear. But he didn't do it. The next day came, and so she asked him again, Hey, honey, I know you didn't get to it yesterday, but would you clean that window for me, please? He said, okay, dear. But he didn't do it. This happened a couple more times, and the last time she asked, she started getting really frustrated. She said, Come on now, I have been talking about this window. What's the problem? What is the problem? And he said, Okay, okay, I'll get to it. But he didn't. She realized this was not working and she was going to have to do something different. So she approached him in a different way. She asked herself, Why is this important to me? Why is he the only one that can help me? And why don't I go talk to him about it? So the next time when he came home for dinner, she said, Honey, I know I've been on you a little bit about that window, but I don't think I ever told you why it's so important to me. It's important to me to keep it clean because I am proud of this house. I am proud of this house that you've been able to buy for us, and I want to keep it looking nice. And the reason I've been asking you to help me is because I'm too short. You're tall. That's why I need your help. That's all. That's why I've been asking. Then she walked away. What do you think happened? He cleaned that window. Not just one time, lots of times. So there's so much more to this story, but I'll end by saying my grandma's secret to finding love and keeping love in her life was to let the man be the man. It's not easy. I'm still working on it. I practice all the time. But today, think about some ways that you can allow the man in your life, or even the one you meet today, to be the man. That's my grandma's number one secret. Hope you enjoy this little life lesson. I'm Steph Stanford, the happiness expert. If you want more information about my love tips, check out my website. It's stephstanford.com. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.